the zone today. What's on your mind for our
Assalamualaikum, my dear
conversation?
friend. My name is Ali Sultan and I am a student of Rehan School Foundation level. FIT Islamabad campus. Welcome to my live season. Today I am talk with Maya on an interesting topic. Take is easy, the origin of a laid back expression. Today I will discuss the meaning, history, and importance of the phrase take it easy and how it is used in daily conversation to encourage people to stay calm, relaxed, and positive. I have prepared 100 interesting questions for Maya last being discussion.
I'm ready when you are. 100 questions. You're definitely coming prepared today. Let's dive into take it easy. Where do you want to start?
Okay, my first question: what does take it easy mean?
At its simplest, it's a way of telling someone to relax or not get too stressed about something. It's like a gentle nudge to slow down and breathe. Do you think people forget to do that too often these days?
Okay, when do people use this phrase?
It's usually a go to phrase in a few different scenarios. People use it when they're saying goodbye to a friend or when they see someone spiraling over a small mistake and want to actually help them ground themselves. It can even be a way of telling someone to be less aggressive. Does that match how you've seen it used?
Okay, why it is a popular expression?
I think it's popular because it's so versatile. It's a low pressure way to offer support without sounding like you're giving a lecture. Plus, it's a very human feeling, the desire to just let go of the stress for a minute. Do you think it sounds more friendly than just saying relax?
Okay, it is a friendly phrase.
It definitely is. I think relax can sometimes sound like a command, while take it easy feels more like a suggestion from a friend. Do you have another question from your list?
Yes, can it help people relax?
Absolutely. It can. Mostly because it changes the perspective when someone tells you to take it easy. It's often a reminder that whatever is stressing you out isn't as catastrophic as it feels in the moment. It's like a verbal deep breath. Do you find that people react better when you use it with them?
Okay, is it used
I'm all
around
ears.
the world?
It's mainly an English expression, but the sentiment behind it is universal. Most cultures have their own version of telling someone to slow down and find some peace.
No.
I wonder if there's a similar phrase in Urdu that you use to encourage someone to stay calm.
Okay, how old is the expressions?
It's hard to pin down an exact birth date for phrases like this. It's likely evolved over a long time as people just found a natural way to express that feeling of letting go. I'm curious though, out of your 100 questions, are we getting into the history or more about the feeling of it?
Okay, why do people like simple phrases?
I think we're drawn to them because they cut through the noise. When life feels complicated, having a simple phrase that everyone understands is a relief. It's a shortcut to connection. Do you think simplicity makes a message more powerful?
Okay, can it reduce stress?
I'm not sure I follow. Do you mean reduce stress? If so, I'd say yes.
Can it
Just hearing
reduce
someone,
stress?
it definitely can. It's like someone giving you permission to stop worrying for a second. That shift in focus can actually lower your heart rate and clear your head. Do you feel a difference in your own mood when you tell yourself to take it easy?
Okay, can it be used with friends?
For sure. It's actually one of the best ways to use it because it shows you've got their back. Whether they're stressing over a test or just having a rough day, it's a very supportive thing to say. Do you usually say it to your friends when they're worried?
Okay, can teacher us it?
I'm not entirely sure I caught that last part. Could you say that again?
Okay, is it stable for students?
I assume you mean if it's suitable for students? If so, absolutely. Students deal with so much pressure, exams, deadlines, social stuff. So having a phrase that encourages them to breathe and not be so hard on themselves is really helpful. Do you use it with your classmates at Rayon School?
Yes.
I love that. It sounds like you're creating a really supportive environment for them. What's the next question on your list?
Okay, my next question: why do people need relaxation?
Ugh, that's a big question. I think it happens everywhere at school, during finals, in the office, during a deadline, or even at home when things just feel chaotic. Anywhere there's pressure, there's usually a need to just stop and reset. Where do you feel the most pressure to stay calm?
Okay, how can people
I'm ready.
stay calm?
There are a lot of ways, but often it starts with the basics: deep breathing, taking a walk, or even just reminding yourself that it's okay to not have everything figured out in the moment. I'm curious, do you have a specific technique that helps you stay calm when things get intense?
Okay, why is positive think important?
Because it changes the entire energy of a situation. When you focus on the positive, it's not about ignoring the bad stuff, but about believing that a solution exists. It makes you more resilient and keeps you from feeling defeated before you've even started. Do you feel like being positive helps you more when you're studying or when you're dealing with people?
Okay, why do people feel no no? Can music help people relax?
Oh, 100%. Music has this incredible way of bypassing the logic part of your brain and going straight to your emotions. It can slow your heart rate down or just give you a mental escape for a few minutes. Do you have a favorite song or artist that you put on when you need to just tune everything out?
Okay, how can student manage pressure?
I'm guessing you mean the pressure? If so, the best way is usually to break everything down into smaller, manageable pieces. Instead of looking at the whole mountain of work, just focus on the next single step. It also helps to actually schedule time to do absolutely nothing because your brain needs that reset to actually function. Do you feel like you're more of a planner? Or do you just dive into things as they happen?
Okay, how does exercise reduce stress?
It's basically like a chemical reset for your brain. When you move your body, it releases endorphins, which are like the body's natural feel good chemicals. It physically burns off the tension that builds up in your muscles when you're stressed. Do you prefer something active like sports or something more calming like a walk?
Okay, what is life balance?
It's basically the art of not letting your responsibilities consume your entire identity. It's about making sure you have enough time and energy for the things you love and the people you care about, not just the work you have to do. Do you feel like that's something students struggle with a lot?
Okay, why is sleep important?
Sleep is like a charger for your brain. It's when your mind processes everything you learned during the day and your body physically repairs itself. Without it, everything feels a bit more intense and harder to manage. Do you find it tough to get enough sleep when you're preparing for your broadcasts?
Okay, why do people need break?
Because our brains aren't designed to run at full speed forever. Without a break, you hit a wall where you can't think clearly or be creative anymore. It's like needing to stop for gas so you can actually finish the journey. Do you usually take breaks while you're working on your videos, or do you try to push through until you're done?
Okay. What make people happy?
That is the ultimate question, isn't it? I think it's different for everyone, but usually it's those small, genuine connections, feeling understood, helping someone else, or just having a moment of total peace. For you, it sounds like it might be sharing knowledge and connecting with people through your broadcasts. Does that feel true to you?
Okay. Why do people enjoy vacation?
Because it's a total break from the routine. It's that feeling of leaving your worries behind and getting to experience something new, or just finally having the time to do whatever you want. Do you have a dream destination you'd love to visit one day?
Okay. How can families support each other?
I think it starts with the basics, listening and just being there. When families actually listen to each other without trying to fix everything immediately, it creates a safe space. Then there's the smaller stuff like showing appreciation or, just checking in to see how someone's day actually went. Do you feel like your family is your biggest support system?
Okay. How can kindness improve mood?
It creates a ripple effect. When you're kind to someone, it doesn't just make them feel better, it actually gives you a little hit of happiness too. It's like this weirdly wonderful loop where giving makes you feel just as good as receiving.
Okay.
Do
Can
you think
positive
kindness
words
is
change feeling?
it's a powerful thing, right? I was just saying that kindness is like a loop. The more you give, the other person feels better, and then you do too. Do you think kindness is something that's easy for everyone to practice or does it take some work?
Okay. How does communication reduce stress?
It basically lets you get the weight off your chest. When you keep things bottled up, they just grow bigger and more overwhelming in your head. Talking it out, whether it's with a friend, a family member, or even just writing it down, turns those huge, scary thoughts into actual words, which makes them feel much more manageable. Do you find that you feel lighter after you've talked through a problem with someone?
Okay. Can stress affect health?
It definitely can. When you're stressed for too long, your body stays in a state of high alert, which can lead to things like high blood pressure, sleep problems, or even a weakened immune system. It's like your body is running a marathon while you're just sitting in a chair. Do you think most people realize how much their mental state affects their physical health?
Okay. Can word inspire confidence?
Absolutely. Words have this crazy amount of power. A simple, you've got this, or I believe in you can be the exact spark someone needs to stop doubting themselves and actually take a risk. It's like a little bit of fuel for the soul. Do you have a favorite phrase that always makes you feel more confident?
Okay. Can relaxation improve learning?
I'm thinking you mean if we can learn how to improve our learning process, right? Definitely. It's less about how many hours you spend staring at a book and more about how you use your brain. Things like active recall, where you test yourself instead of just rereading, or teaching someone else the topic, which is exactly what you're doing with these broadcasts. Some of the best ways to actually make things stick. Do you feel like you learn more when you're preparing to explain things to others?
Okay. What role does confidence play?
It's like the engine that actually lets you move forward. Without confidence, you can, have all the knowledge in the world, but you'll be too afraid to actually use it or share it. It's what turns I think I can into I'm doing this. Do you feel like your confidence grows every time you do one of these live sessions?
Okay. Can technology scare stress?
It absolutely can. It's a double edged sword. On one hand, it helps us stay connected and get things done faster. But on the other, the constant notifications and the pressure to be always on can make us feel like we're never truly off the clock. It's like we've traded a bit of our peace for a bit of convenience. Do you find that
Okay.
your phone makes you feel more stressed or more relaxed?
Okay, how can social media be used positively?
It can be a huge force for good when it's used for connection rather than comparison. It's great for finding people who share your interests, spreading awareness about important causes, or even just using it as a platform to teach and inspire others, kind of like how you use your live sessions to talk about communication. Do you think most of your followers use social media for learning or just for entertainment?
Okay, why is time management important?
Because it gives you your life back. When you manage your time, you're not just checking boxes on a to do list, you're making sure you actually have room for the things that make you happy. Without it, you're just reacting to the world instead of choosing how you want to spend your day. Do you feel like you've finally found a rhythm that works for you, or are you still figuring it out?
Okay, why do
Hey there.
okay, how do people recover from failures?
That's a heavy one, but such an important question. I think it starts with giving yourself a bit of grace and acknowledging that it actually happened instead of trying to push the feeling away. Then it's about shifting the perspective from I failed to this specific attempt didn't work. Once you can separate your worth from the result, you can start looking at the pieces to see what can be salvaged or learned. Do you feel like most people are too hard on themselves when things go wrong?
Okay, why should we learn from mistake?
Because mistakes are basically the most honest teachers we have. They show us exactly where the gaps are in our logic or our process. If everything always went perfectly, we never actually have to innovate or figure out a better way of doing things. It's the friction that forces us to grow. Do you think it's easier to learn from your own mistakes or by watching someone else mess up first?
Okay, how does kindness spread?
I'm guessing you mean how it pairs with something specific like resilience or maybe failure. Since we were just talking about mistakes, I'm wondering if you're thinking about how being kind to yourself helps you bounce back.
Okay, what is the biggest lesson from take it easy?
I'd say the biggest lesson is that your peace of mind is more important than the pressure to be perfect. It's about realizing that slowing down isn't the same as giving up, and that giving yourself permission to breathe actually makes you more capable of handling whatever comes your way. Does that feel like the right takeaway to you?
Thank you everyone for joining our live season. Today we had a wonderful decision with Maya about the take it easy or angel of alert expression. Today we learn a positive expression and help people stay calm, reduce stress, and build health relationship. Thank you, Maya, for this amazing conversation, and thank you to all the viewer for watching and supporting. My name is Ali Sultan and I am a student of Rehan School Foundation level at Islamabad campus. See you again in another exciting live season. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome.